Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Roundup. My name is Dylan Oxenrider. Thank you for joining this episode. Today, I have a very special guest. He is the board chair of the Blue Saints out of Ontario, Canada, Mr. Vinny Frappier. Welcome to the podcast, Vinny. How are you tonight?
Thanks for having me. I'm doing great. Yourself?
Good. I'm doing great. How did you get yourself involved in Blue Saints?
Um, I got myself involved as a marching member many years ago, probably seventh or eighth grade. Started out on the drum line and been off and on working with the corps since. So marched for better part of I think 9 seasons, and then went on to teach, and now I'm on the board.
Okay. What is your role on the board?
Currently, I am the board chairs, president of the board of directors. We have a 9-person board.
Okay. And the board is responsible for what in the drum corps?
We're responsible for the um, kind of the setting the rules, setting the policies, procedures for the organization,
Oh,
and
okay.
helping support the organization with funding.
Oh, very cool. Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit of the history of the Blue Saints?
All right. Blue Saints have been around since 1952. Started out as the Sheridan Tech Mining School trumpet band. Um, and then they became a drum and bugle corps in 1956. The, the school was the school sports team was actually, funny. It was, the Blue Devils. And, so the Blue Saints started with just a bunch of students grabbing instruments and making some noise at football games and basketball games. And then the teacher kind of organized them and got them into being a band, a pep band, and then it went into a drum corps. And then in 19, excuse me, in 1982, or 83, they cut ties with the school board and went out on their own. And they've been in a community-based junior drum bugle corps since.
Okay. And then, what year did you guys start coming over to DCI?
First DCI appearance was in 1990 in Buffalo.
Okay.
They competed a couple times in the early 90s, not consistently. And then from there, I somewhere around 2006 or 2008, somewhere, they were consistent at DCI annually till 2015.
Okay. And then, what happened in 2015 that you guys pulled back from competition in DCI?
Um, It's a good question. It was just a lot of turnover of membership. We had a pretty senior core then, with a lot of college students or high school students graduating, going on to college and getting jobs, stuff like that. So it just kind of membership just kind of dwindled, and yeah, that's kind of where it ended up.
Okay. So then, since 2015, what have you guys as an organization been doing?
So we've been continuously active all along. I know I've read online some people saying that we folded. That's not true. We've never folded. We're, if I'm not mistaken, I think we are now the fourth oldest drum and bugle corps in North America.
Okay.
We've been doing parades, festivals, fairs, that sort of stuff. So we keep busy. This past year, this past calendar year, they did 35 parades. So
Wow.
yeah.
Jeez. And then in September, you guys announced that you were returning to competition. What led to the decisions of that?
It's been kind of been discussed the last year or two. Coming out of COVID years, um, some of us just decided that we wanted more. We wanted to give them the full experience. We weren't no longer complacent just to be a parade band or uh, doing festivals and stuff. We wanted to go back to our roots and being a drum and bugle corps. So this is the first step to taking that return to the field. So that's our ultimate goal right now.
Okay, so you guys plan to return to open class competition, I'm guessing?
That is the goal, yes.
Or are you going to stay in Soundsport then?
No, the Soundsport, I think it's great and it's certainly got its place.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to be using that as hopefully a brief stepping stone to going back to world class, or sorry, open class.
Open class, okay.
Mhm.
What is the process you guys are taking to return to the field?
So recently we've just been in contact with DCI. Of course, filled out all the necessary stuff for Soundsport. So right now we're just working hard, recruiting and learning the show. We actually have a camp coming up this weekend. Weekend. So we'll be learning more of the show, and yeah. So we're gonna pick a few shows to appear at this year. We're hoping somewhere in the around 5 shows plus finals. So.
Oh, okay. So how does the logistics work with you guys living in Canada, coming down to our area? Do you
Um,
fly down to US or take a bus down, or how does that all work?
the Corps owns their own buses, so kind of like the days of old. We don't charter buses. We own our own bus. We own our own tractor trailer, um, equipment trailer, that sort of stuff. So we have all that ready to go. So we travel down on our own stuff, and yeah, the logistics of it's a little bit more in depth with the border. Unfortunately, for us to cross, any person over the age of 18 must have a passport. 16 or 18 and or 17 and under, I guess it is, does not require a passport. They just have
Oh,
to
okay.
require permission from parents, forms like our application forms and stuff, giving them permission to cross the border. So,
Okay. How many members are you guys looking to have this year?
as many as possible. Our ultimate goal is, I guess, I don't know. We have enough equipment to outfit a full size corps. Right now, like I said, we're just busy recruiting, and we have a 55 passenger bus, so ready to go. So I'll say 55 people
Oh,
minimum.
okay. Do you have 55 yet, or do you still need quite a few to get to that?
No, we don't need quite a few, but we're not at that number yet either. So
Okay, very
we're working
cool.
there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is the process of like choosing the shows from being an internet like I guess in an are you considered an international core or because you're in Canada?
No, we've always competed in just the open class, not international class. So
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah,
So how
I'm
does
not
that?
I'm,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm not really sure what the personally, I don't know what the difference is. Like why we're not international versus just an open class core. I'm not really sure what the definition of what defines each core, but
Okay, very cool. How has the interest been since you guys announced you were returning to competition?
it's actually been pretty impressive. We're getting people reaching out from um, all over the place. Actually, former members and just people well wishes. Our emails have been blowing up. Social media has been great. So yeah, it's been really
Oh,
good,
cool,
really
awesome,
positive.
awesome, awesome. Do you guys know what shows you're going to this year?
As far as like locations.
Yeah.
Not yet. I think our goal is to probably be in the Wisconsin area, early July, And then later on, um, early August, we're looking at Pennsylvania, and then working our way to Indy.
Oh,
We always
okay.
do we always do a Fourth of July parade tour in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area. So we're hoping to pick up on a couple shows while we're down there. So
Oh, very cool. Okay, nice. Um, what is the rehearsal schedule for you guys?
right now they're practicing 2 hours weekly on a Wednesday night, and then monthly core camps.
Oh, okay. So the monthly core camps, are they like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or how does that work then?
Yeah, they're in Friday night at 6 p.m. till Sunday afternoon at 5.
Okay, very cool. What is the audition process for you guys?
Right now, there is no audition process really. Just the main thing we look for is willingness to learn, attitude, having a positive attitude, being a good team player, and we if we don't have anybody that plays already, we teach them. So we have people that never picked up sticks or a trumpet before, and they're playing alongside us. So it's been really good.
Oh, very cool. And then how do you guys handle the tuition for each member?
Um, so the tuition is just kind of like other courses. They pay a small. Our fee is obviously a lot smaller, but they're right now they're just paying they pay a small annual tuition. Our program is free to join, so there's no membership fee
Oh,
to
really?
join.
Okay.
Yeah, we keep the program trying as cost prohibitive as possible for to not exclude anyone. So we keep our fees really low. So there's no charge to join, and they just pay it works out to a per day amount for while they're on trips on tour.
Oh, okay. And then how much is your tuition?
This year I'm not 100% sure on what it's set at yet. Um, Last year, they did a 1 week tour of, like I said, of the Milwaukee area, and it was $265 per member.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you guys keep it so low with your the travel you guys have to um
Excuse me. Well, part of it is, like I said before, we own our own vehicles, so we don't have to pay for charters,
makes
and
sense? Okay.
plus we do 35 parades a year, so that's all goes back towards the kid, the students.
Oh, wow,
And
that's good.
then also we have a bingo, we have other fundraisers throughout the year. Um, all the staff that works at the Blue Saints are all volunteer based. There's not,
Okay.
there's no instructor, no admin person that gets paid whatsoever from the Corps.
Oh, okay. Very
So
cool. Very cool. What excites you about this new era of DCI and drum corps?
good question. Um, I'm liking I marched like most of my years early mid '90s. So before the amplification, before any key instruments, um, I know that there's a lot of um, thoughts on both sides of that, but I really enjoy the amplification style stuff.
Hmm.
It's just the shows and the way they portray them nowadays with all the extras. It's just so much um, more in my mind. Um, so yeah, I'm really liking what these scores are putting out there, and I'm excited to see what they keep pushing.
Yeah, definitely. Have you been able to watch any of the DCI tour of last year?
Yeah, actually, we took the kids, our students, to um, the Lyle show when we were in the Midwest there last summer. So the kids got to
Oh,
see
okay.
some of the world class groups for the first time. So that was pretty exciting for them. And of course, I mean, I'm a fan, so I watched along all summer long on flow. So
Mm-hmm.
um, so I'm follow I follow the activity quite closely. So
Oh, okay. What are your thoughts on like the DCI integration of the DCA and DCI all age?
my personal opinion, I I like it. I think I think it was good for the activity. Obviously, they were having some issues. I don't know what the issues were because I don't follow DCA as much, as closely as I do DCI. I've been to DCA, but to see it live. But like I said, I follow DCI more. But apparently, it seems like they're having some issues. So, I mean, any way that keeps the activity going and is a positive thing in my mind.
Yes, definitely. So, are you guys planning to enter like the evaluation portal then? I'm guessing is that the route you guys are taking to
Yes,
evaluate the open class then?
yes, that is our plan. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have to go through it even though you were not part of, you were still in the past. You guys have to go through the exact 3 year process then.
Um, To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure. I'm want to say I believe that that is the thing. I don't think that I'm not sure if we are going to be grandfathered in any way, shape, or form. I mean, we've been out for a few years now, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. What we haven't heard one way or the other, so I'm assuming that we will be going through the process just like every other group.
Oh, very cool. Okay, very cool. And then once you're in fully in, like moving forward after this year, what are your plans once you get in open class? Like a full tour, or are you guys gonna keep it short, like different tours like you're doing this year?
I think not really sure on that yet. It's still early. Um, I think the we're leaning towards doing a not a full tour, but not a short tour either. Kind of a mid tour, like they used to do in the past. Be out for like 10, 12 shows, out for a
Oh,
couple
okay.
weeks, and so
And then go to finals in Indy then.
exactly.
Okay, very cool. What excites you about the opportunity that Soundsport enables you to have? What excites you about the Soundsport area of DCI?
Um, I think it's just the low barrier to entry to the activity. Allows small groups, unique groups, groups that may be having trouble recruiting the minimum number for open class. Um, just allowing everyone to take part in the activity in some way, shape, or form, and experience it and go from there.
Oh, very cool. Um, so you guys, and as an organization, you have 13 Canadian national championships, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And is there any like type of like competition area in Canada?
Unfortunately, no. There's no there. When I first started, there was the Ontario Drum Corps Association that operated here in the province, and there was several corps in the province. I back even going before my time of marching, I've heard of like 20, 30, 40 corps in the province.
Oh wow,
Now
okay.
we're at so the I don't know exactly what I think the ODCA stopped somewhere around the year 2000 um, as a circuit, and then we have very minimal. Um, there's no circuit here to compete. The last DCI show held in Canada was held in 2006 here in Sudbury.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
that's the last time DCI had a sanctioned show in Canada, was right here in Sudbury,
Oh,
our home show, in
oh wow,
2006.
okay.
So yeah, since then, there's not a lot of, um, opportunity here for competition. There's a lot of, music programs are getting cut left, right, and center, especially in
Mm.
our area. Arts programs are getting cut. So there's not a lot. Um, Southern Ontario, so like probably 3, 4 hours south of where I am, um, they've started a indoor drum line, kind of similar to a WGI type of indoor drumline stuff. And a lot of the high schools and elementary schools down there have indoor drum lines. So
Really?
that's
Okay.
starting to pick up a little bit. And there's some community-based marching bands, some scholastic marching bands. But as far as competition stuff, there's not there's very little up here, if actually even none. Um,
Mm.
like right now, there's us and Stentors, our friends over in Sherbrooke, the province next to us, that are drum and bugle corps. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's about it.
And then how far is like um Calgary Stampede and then from you guys?
Oh, probably 24 or 30 hour drive, a day and a half drive, I guess.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, Canada's very large, especially, east to west. Like just to get out of the province, even to the provincial line to the next province towards going out west towards Calgary or towards Alberta is like a 17-hour drive just to get out of Ontario. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
And then how far from you guys to the U.S. border then?
Depends on where you cross. If we cross in Sault Ste. Marie, so upper Michigan, the upper peninsula, we're about 3.5 hours.
Oh,
From
that's not
there,
bad
if
then.
yeah, if we cross in like Windsor to Detroit, we're it's about 6 hours.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a lot further than when I looked on the map. I thought it was like 12 hours down the border.
No, no, we're about, I'd say about 6 hours roughly.
Okay, okay, very cool. And then what excites you about going into returning to the competition field for your organization as a whole?
Um, sorry. Personally, I'm just excited for the opportunity that the kids will have. Um, that's kind of why we do what we do. To give back the opportunity to these kids that we had and were given to us. So,
Okay.
they're excited. And, of course their excitement, pushes us as well. So it's been
Mm,
great.
that's awesome. So I know you said earlier that you're pulling kids from all over. How far are some of the people coming that are a part of the organization?
Right now, most of our membership is, local, like within 40-minute drive of the city here.
Okay.
We do have some members from the Greater Toronto area. So, like I said, 4 hours,
Hmm.
um, or between 4 and 5 hours south of us. So,
Oh, okay. That's not bad
yeah.
then.
hmm
Cool.
Yeah. We have a lot of our instructional staff down in that area as well. So, they travel up for camps and
Okay. Cool. Any closing thoughts about your organization? Anything you want people to know about, or how if they want to get involved and that stuff?
if you want to get involved or check us out, find us on our website at thebluesaints.org, or look for us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook. Um, yeah, we're excited to be back and doing this, and we're looking forward to seeing what the summer brings.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Alrighty, Vinny. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Roundup. Thank you very much.
Bye.